Hey there, welcome back all RV dummies. I'm Dr. Dave, the main RV dummy here, and I've got a fantastic question from a listener today. She's 75 years old and her husband is terminally ill, and I feel really bad. She's got a really serious question. I'm going to answer that. Just to let you know, Yoko and I are about to embark on a 2-week road trip in our Class B RV. We're really super excited about this, but right now we are over some friend's house cat sitting for this. Maybe you can see you see that? Is there a cat back there somewhere? Maybe, oh, right there, kind of on the counter. You'll see, oh, there we go. We're having such a good time. Anyway, I want to get onto this question because it's a really serious one and a really important one that I want to help not only Deborah, who writes the question, but other people that might be in the same situation or maybe nearing the same situation. Deborah says she's 75 years old. Her husband's terminally ill. I do not think that I can afford to keep my home. I've never taken care of the bills. My son has been living with us for the past 17 years. Ouch. Ooh. And our savings is going to be completely gone by the end of this year. I do not want to handle all the bills like property tax, electrics, water, sewer. I know I can't afford any of this once my husband is gone. I am scared to death. And those were in big capital letters. I love the idea of having a Class B or Class A motorhome. I know I'll be older, but there won't be a water bill, there won't be electric, sewer, school, taxes, all this stuff for me to pay. I thought I could just boondoggle, if that's the correct word. But so Deborah, it's not the really correct word, but the correct word is boondock. But actually boondoggle, I kind of love that word. I kind of like the sound of it. Maybe I like boondoggle better than boondock. I would not have to pay for campgrounds, which have skyrocketed. I want to have a generator in my RV. I could possibly buy a piece of property and put a barn on it and then put the camper inside the barn. That way I could, nobody would know I'm living there, and I could put a septic or something and hook up to my electric. She goes on and on and on. I won't, it's a very long letter. I don't have to really say everything. I'm kind of editing it on my own. She does say, I worry about safety if I boondock. I thought I could have floodlights on front and back and sides of my RV. I want to get a gun. I want to take classes just to have some safety. She goes on and on and on about not wanting to have a home because she's really worried about paying property taxes and safety and all this stuff. So here's my answer, Deborah. First of all, I feel really bad for what you're going through. I pray for you and your husband. I just hope everything works out for the best in that aspect. And your son, who's been living with you for 17 years, you didn't mention what he's going to be doing, if he's able to do anything on his own. That I have no idea. But so I'm going to do the best I can to answer your question with the information you've given me. Deborah, you're 75. Do not live in an RV. It's going to be more trouble than it's worth. And also, if you're concerned about things like paying the property tax bill because you've never done it, I understand that, or paying the water bill or paying septic. I understand you're scared of that, but it's actually quite easy to do. You pretty much only have to pay the property tax bill once a year, and it's just writing a check out. It's not a difficult thing. You're gonna have, if you live in an RV at age 75, I think paying a property tax bill is going to be the last thing you're worried about. You're going to have repair, but what's going to happen when your home has to be repaired? Go into the RV shop, and this is your home. Where are you going to live then? Where are you going to stay when it's in the shop for a week or two, or maybe a mechanic can't even see you for a month? These days that's realistic. Repair shops are booked up. They're hard to get into. They're super expensive. So, Deborah, here's what I'm going to recommend. I don't know how much money you have. I'm going to assume it's very little. Okay, find yourself a little apartment that you can rent, a little efficiency that you can rent. Maybe your son can help you out some way there. I don't know his capacity. I don't know why he's living with you, but something where you could live on your own, and then maybe even have some friends or some family members or somebody around, somebody that can see that everything's fine. Tend to you, make sure you're going to have to run errands. You're going to have to go grocery shopping. But living in an RV, living in an RV is something that you do not want to be doing. Even though I am the RV dummy and I love RVs and we love traveling in them, but it's not the kind of thing that somebody that's 75 years old that really has almost no money left it's not the place to live, Deborah. It just isn't. Again, find yourself something inexpensive. You don't have to worry about property taxes because you could rent. You could just minimal needs, become very minimalistic. Stay healthy, eat well, enjoy your time, do cool things. Go camping if you like, if you're able to do that in some way. If you're able to afford a little Class B somehow, and you want to take little side trips or little day trips and that, or little overnight trips, that's totally fine. But please don't make this your primary residence. You'll be making the biggest mistake of your life, Deborah. Please, I pray for you. I beg you to be sensible. You're going to be fine, but just please do the right thing and the most predictable thing for you. Let me know if you have any more questions, Deborah. I'm here for you. Just write back in and I'll be able to answer you. But I wanted to make this video for you today. Kisses out there to all the RV dummies, not just Deborah, but we're all RV dummies in a way, right? We don't know everything. We just don't. And if we get to the point where we think we know everything, then we're in big trouble. Talk to y'all later.